Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of my May favorites. I've never done a favorites video, but I decided I liked a lot of things this month, so I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna start with movies, and my #1 movie of this month was Room. It was actually an Oscar nomination for Best Movie in 2015, and let me tell you guys, so good, so good. It just like all the feels will hit you all at once, and if you don't watch any other movie, just watch that one. It might be a little slow at first, but it's so good. My next movie is Zootopia, and it's a kiddie movie, but if you know anything about me, I love kiddie movies, absolutely love them. And this is a movie that kids need to watch. I would want my children to watch this. Grown adults need to watch this. There's two main themes of this movie, and the first one is that you can be whatever you want to be. Don't let other people tell you that you can't do something, or don't let stereotypes define you, which leads into the second theme, which is about overcoming stereotypes and how basically stereotypes are bad. Essentially, but it's a kiddie movie, but it's a great kiddie movie, and I think grown adults need to hear that message because there are a lot of people who give up on their dreams because other people tell them that they can't do it. So you should watch that movie if you just want like a light movie. Next, I'm gonna go into TV shows, and I watch a lot of TV. I can't remember the last time there was a period in my life where I didn't have at least one show to watch. So the first show is Orphan Black, and I really like this show. It's not for everyone. It's one of those shows that you kind of have to, I don't know, it's not for everyone. And it's about clones, but it's not really about clones, but it's about clones, but it's not really about clones. Like, there's so much more than just the fact that it's about clones. And the main actress, such a good actress. She will have you believing that she is actually different people. I don't even think about it anymore. I don't see her as one actress. I see her as the different roles that she plays, and she is so good. So good. The next show that I want to talk about is Wayward Pines. That show is actually based off of M. Night Shyamalan's trilogy. I believe it's a trilogy. So you know that show is already like a crazy ride. It's insane. People are trapped in a town, but there's like a bigger story behind it, and you should just watch it. Wayward Pines. It's actually just started the new season on the 25th of May. So if you want to like binge watch the first season, then start watching the new season, that's cool, I guess. But it's a good show. It's one of those shows that like makes you think and kind of like breaks your heart at the same time. But like all the shows I watch kind of break your heart. The next show is Quantico. The first season just ended not too long ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. And if you don't know what Quantico is, get out from under your rock, because everywhere I go now, people talk about Quantico and they say how it was so good. And it's one of the more mainstream shows on my list, but it's definitely a good one. The last show on my list is Blind Spot, and it's a cop FBI conspiracy kind of TV show. A girl is found in New York City, doesn't have any idea who she is, has no memories, and she's covered in tattoos, and like the FBI has to solve crime. It's a lot to explain. These shows, you kind of just have to watch them and you'll know what I mean, but don't take my word for it. You gotta watch them yourself. And I don't know, that's it for shows. So the next thing that I want to suggest is actually a video game, and it's Far Cry 4. I've been dying to play this game since it came out, essentially in November, I believe, but I've just been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, and oh, I'll play Call of Duty tonight, oh, I'll play this tonight, and I've been putting it off, but it is so good. I finally got the chance to start it, or I finally like pushed myself to start it, and it is so good. Ubisoft is I love Ubisoft in general, but their Far Cry series, Assassin's Creed used to be my favorite game series, and it kind of still is, but Far Cry is really good, and I don't know, it may come up and like take that spot from Assassin's Creed. But what they do in Far Cry that I really like is it's a beautiful game. First of all, like I played Far Cry 3, beautiful. The storylines are really good. Like, I don't know, sometimes you find with series games that they're just doing the same thing over and over and over again, and sometimes they are, but they know how to make the story different, and they know how to make it feel like you're not just playing the same game from last year, so that's good. And their villains are always just like a little bit crazy, and I kind of like that because it adds depth and you kind of low-key fall in love with their villains in the game, and you kind of like sort of root for them even though they're like crazy and insane and like they're crazy. But I don't know, I like the game. Now I want to talk about a podcast that I've been listening to. It's called The Lavender Lifestyle, and it's actually by a blogger and YouTube creator, Lavender. Her name's Eileen, and in her channel is all about like self-development and growth. So of course I'm like a kid in a candy store when it comes to that kind of stuff. But in her podcast she talks about her life and her past experiences, and then she tells you like what she learned from that and tips. And I think she's really wise, I guess you could say, and I learn a lot when I listen to her podcast. So everything I'm telling you, I'll just link them. I'll make a list in the description and link them all below. And okay, another thing I want to talk about is this book right here. It's actually the only physical thing that I own right now in this list of favorites, and it's Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. I fell in love with this book. I've recently started to try to read more personal development and personal growth books, and I couldn't have chosen a better book to start with, especially if you are a creator. If you write music, if you write books or novels, short stories, if you draw, if you make YouTube videos, you should read that book because it's a good book for content creators. It's a good book for people in general because it talks a lot about fear and ego and things that hold you back and like being who you want to be. And I don't know. I like that book. I really like that book. So if you read, you should check that book out. Another thing that I have been loving this month is green smoothies. I actually made a video about making green smoothies, and I will post that sometime this week. It'll come out. It's coming out. But I don't know, they're just healthy for you and they taste good. Okay, that's all I have for you guys this time. I hope this video wasn't too long, but I don't really know how long it is. I usually talk for longer than I think I am. So sorry if that's the case, but I will see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, one last thing. Check out the music in this background. Just listen to it for a little bit. You like it, right? You like it. So the guy who actually created this beat is Cho, and you should go give his channel a look because not only does he create really good music, but he also does inspirational videos. He does gaming videos every once in a while, so you know, I gotta support. And okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye guys. So, what are you doing? You're interrupting. That's proof that adults are really just grown kids, because you can't just have a normal welder's helmet. You gotta like decorate it and design it.
For style.
Yeah, okay.